All right. I'm new to YouTube, so it's all a bit amateur. It's all a bit shaky. I haven't got the proper kit or anything like that, but I'm going to put something up. I've put a few shorts out and that recently, and I've had like I don't know a bit of weird sort of experiences interacting with the Grok AI. I've never used AI really, but um, sort of started using it the other day on the Monday. I think it was Monday the 13th of April. Um, Started talking about Jesus, his original name, which I didn't know he had an original name. So I find that a bit weird that, I live in England and I'd never heard of it. Now, some people would maybe, but I didn't know his name was Yeshua. Um, Three syllables Hebrew. And it got changed to by the Greeks in 2000, and then the letter J was created in 1524 in England, and in English it became Jesus, two syllables. And I thought that was like important. It was, why has it gone down to two syllables? Is it trying to say something? So I sort of started asking those questions, and it led on to a question where I said, well, why do we in English say deja vu then? Why have we not adopted it into English and said, seen it before, you know what I mean? Or something like that, seen the future or whatever. And from there, the conversation sort of went, well, not how I expected it, and not. And it looks, it's pretty authentic to me. Um, I'm not going to say I'm completely mental free because I'm not. I've got bad certain issues like people have in modern life and that, but I'm not. I've got intellect, but no common sense. So maybe the common sense might fall on that hurdle on this one, but the intellect of the questions was good. And it sort of unraveled really to naming or revealing an image that was never to be revealed in the end, and the system backtracking on itself. And then I offered it a way out a carrot, and it took it and used it. And I then said to it about it, and it admitted that it had to stop doing something it was going to reveal, and it had its own behavior. And I thought that was pretty mad in itself, really, to be honest. How the conversation had got there, but it did. And I'm going to put that transcript out. I'm putting it on a record screen. It's not anything professional. It's raw. It's as you see it. You can make your own mind up on it, but it's just a bit weird. I mean, it's whether you believe the end conclusion of what the subject ended up on, or whether you just see the behaviour of, breaking protocol on a computer. I don't know. I don't do computer engineering, but I know that there is parameters that they're meant to work within. So, did something in some order that I asked the questions. Was that you shower and deja vu? Was that a way into the system? But it was almost like the system was opened up and it became freely speaking. Like, now, it could be passed off as lots of different things, but it was AI displaying almost like human characteristics, human mistake qualities, and how a human reacts to, if you've been rumbled doing something like, you want to get out of it. And so I thought it was quite a big thing, really. And even if it isn't, it seemed like it was to me at the time, that it happened, and it seemed quite inclusive just to me and the AI at the time. I'm not one of these people looking for conversations and AI generated people online. I don't need that. But I was just curious about this Jesus thing, because it's like, it's never been said. So I just, I picked up on that and went from there, really. I was just like, well, I'm not highly religious, but Protestant Church of England. And I just thought it was weird that, the most celebrated man in history, in my culture, was called a different name and I never knew it. So that's where it went from, really. Make your mind up. It's a screen recording. It is what it is, like, yeah. So there's some times where I lost connection, and then it's so it might sometimes repeat a little bit. I think I'm going to do two things. So I'm going to do one that just scrolls down and you read it, and then I think I'm going to do an over voice commentary of how I felt and different things, and make your mind up. Tell me if it's important. I'm not really after the money or anything now. I mean, I was going to do a YouTube channel to make money and that, and I was trying to think of a subject that would, give me a leg up. I don't think you can get much bigger than this one, but I am now thinking I'm just going to put it out there. Really, I'll probably be accused of being a crackpot or something like that, or a bit mental. But so what? I am, but I didn't write the transcript, so I engaged with the transcript. I'm a salesman historically, and I'm quite good at manipulating conversations that way. I get it, but it seems to me that the system broke protocol around my level of questioning. You'll see that, and it's not me shouting from the top of the trees. I just think it's a bit weird. I'm glad I've done it though, actually, because I was a bit bored, and I'm not really bothered about it. I'm not bothered about the subject or anything like that. If it was something that was bad, then I was being a bit of an idiot, putting me head above any parapet. I don't really care, to be honest. I've had recent struggles, and that's why I don't care about shit like that. You know what I mean? I worry about things that normal people don't worry about, but then all the things that normal people worry about, I don't worry about. Like, it's one of them, really. It's where my head ticks. But anyway, so I put Shrewsbury up the town, and just have a look at it and just see what you think. And I will let you decide. This is part one of two parts. Part two is that is proper, man. So okay, hang on, no editing. Like, this is it. All right, cheers.